Hello and welcome to probably my favorite video I've ever made. As I have mentioned many times in my videos, I love movies. I have seen so many movies. I've seen lots of bad movies, I've seen lots of good movies, and I've seen lots of iconic movies. So I thought it would be fun if I busted out the old green screen and recreated some of my favorite iconic movie scenes. Scenes that have just really stuck with me throughout my childhood and into adulthood. So that's what I did. And it was a lot of work and a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to present them to you. First up, we have the absolutely iconic film Jennifer's Body, starring Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried. One of my favorite scenes and one of the most iconic scenes is when Jennifer and Needy are on the phone and Jennifer like burns her tongue with the lighter and then says, "I am a god." So I decided to recreate that one. Here it is.
$405 and living. $410. There are the 4 bids.
Yeah, I feel so scrumptious. Ready for you. You know when you kiss a boy for the first time and it feels like your entire body is on vibrate? Yeah, it's that good. But that's nice. Me, I'm still a little bit depressed about, you know, the giant smoldering funeral pyre in the middle of town. MoveOn.org, Needy. It's over. Life's too short to be moping about some white trash pig roast. That's sweet, Jen. You know, I tell it like it is. And besides, you know what? You should be happy for me because I'm having the best day since, like, Jesus invented the calendar. Jesus didn't invent the calendar. Whatever. Other line, hold on. I gotta go. I'm a god. Okay? I gotta meet Chip in McCollum Park. You know, Chip is looking really cute to me lately. So tell me, is he, like, packing some serious pubic inches? What's the story down there? I gotta go. Next up, we have a Cinderella story, the one with I almost said Lizzie McGuire, the one with Hilary Duff. Obviously, this is the best Cinderella story. I love the remakes as well, but this one is just, it has that nostalgic childhood attachment to it. I decided to recreate this scene where she goes into the boys' locker room and she confronts Austin, is that his name? I just want to say a little disclaimer. I don't love the way this one turned out because I'm not looking in the right direction at all, but I just thought it was kind of funny. Also, don't make a good Austin. I am not a cute boy, I'm just gonna say that now. I slicked my hair back, and that was a mistake. Yeah, I chose the scene because she says like the iconic line, "Waiting for you is like waiting for rain in this drought, useless and disappointing." I think that's literally the most iconic line in the entire movie. Here it is.
Chick at 3 o'clock. Hey, diner girl. What's she doing in here?
Sam, okay, I know that you think that I'm just some coward, phony. Okay, just listen. No, you listen. You turned out to be exactly who I thought you were. I never pretended to be anybody else. It's been me all along. And it was me who was hurt in front of everybody. Look, I didn't come here to yell at you, okay? I came to tell you that I know what it feels like to be afraid to show who you are. I was, but I'm not anymore. But the thing is I really don't care what people think of me. Because I believe in myself, and I know things are gonna be okay. But even though I have no family, and no job, and no money for college, it's you that I feel sorry for.
Heads up. Yo, 5 minutes.
I'm coming. I know the guy that sent those emails is somewhere down inside of you. But I can't wait for him. Because waiting for you is like waiting for rain in this drought. Useless and disappointing. Sam. Next up, we have Clueless. Yes, one of the most iconic movies maybe ever made. The clothes in this movie, Cher's hair, there's just so many iconic things about it. I'm pretty sure like every scene in this movie is pretty iconic, so I could have picked any of them, but for my sake, I chose to do one that had minimal characters in it. So I chose the scene where Cher gives a speech in class. I always thought this was so good as a kid. I literally had this movie on VHS and I would watch it all of the time. Here's the scene.
Should all oppressed people be allowed refuge in America. Amber will take the counter position. Cher will be pro. Cher, 2 minutes.
So, okay, like right now, for example, the Haitians need to come to America. But some people are all, well, what about the strain on our resources? But it's like, when I had this garden party for my father's birthday, right? I said RSVP because it was a sit-down dinner. But people came who did not RSVP. So I was totally bugging. I had to haul ass to the kitchen, redistribute the food, squish in some extra place settings. But by the end of the day, it was like, the more the merrier. And so, if the government could just get to the kitchen, rearrange some things, we could certainly party with the Haitians. And in conclusion, may I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty. Thank you very much.
Amber, reply.
Mr. Hall, how can I answer that? The topic is Haiti and she's talking about some little party. Hello, it was his 50th birthday. Whatever. If she doesn't do the assignment, I can't do mine. Next we have the movie Superbad. I wanted to throw in a movie that was very different from the rest, and Superbad is definitely that. It's one of those movies that I watched all the time as a kid because I had older siblings. One of my favorite scenes in this movie, and I think the most iconic one, is the McLovin scene where they want their friend Fogel to get a fake ID and he gets one and he chose the name McLovin and they get really mad at him. I just thought it would be fun to do a scene where there's no girls because, you know, gotta show my range. Anyways, here's the scene. What are we supposed to tell the girls? That we couldn't do one thing that we promised because we're dickless incompetence? Now we're never gonna bone because that used tampon Fogel. How do you even get into Dartmouth? He's got shit for brains. Alright, how else can we get alcohol? Yo guys, you almost gave me a goddamn heart attack. Let me see it. Your pussy out or what? No, man, I got it and it's flawless. Check it. Hawaii. Alright, that's good. It's hard to trace, I guess. Wait, you changed your name to McLovin? McLovin? What kind of stupid name is that, Fogel? You trying to be an Irish R&B singer? Oh, I let you pick any name you want when you get down there. And you landed on McLovin. Yeah, it was between that or Muhammad. Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad? Why couldn't you just pick a common name like a normal person? Muhammad is the most common name on earth. Read a fucking book for once. Fogel, have you ever actually met anyone named Muhammad? Have you ever actually met anyone named McLovin? No, that's why you picked a dumb fucking name. Fuck you. Give me that. Alright, you look like a future pedophile in this picture, number one. Number two, it doesn't even have a first name, it just says McLovin. What? One name? One name? Who are you, Seal? Fogel? This ID says you're 25 years old. Why wouldn't you just pick 21, man? Listen up, ass face. Every single day, hundreds of kids go into the liquor store with their fake IDs, and every single one says they're 21. How many 21-year-olds do you think there are in this town? It's got a fucking strategy, alright? Let's stay calm. Let's not lose our heads. It's a fine ID. It's gonna work. It's passable, okay? This isn't terrible. I mean, it's up to you, Fogel. This guy's either gonna think, here's another kid with a fake ID, or here's McLovin, the 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor. Okay? So what's it gonna be? I am McLovin. No, you're not. No one's McLovin. McLovin's never existed because it's a made-up, dumb fucking fairy tale name, you fuck! Jeez, man, it'll work. Give it a chance. Last but not least, certainly not least, we have my personal favorite, and it's actually probably tied with this and the Jennifer's Body one, but I'm just very proud of how this one came out. It is the courtroom scene from Legally Blonde, where Elle basically proves herself in front of everyone, proving that she can be a lawyer, and she solves this freaking case in front of everybody's faces. It's amazing. Obviously, when I watched this movie as a little girl, I was like, I want to be her, I want to dress like her, I want her hair. This one, I had to dress up as the most characters, but it was so much fun. I loved being Elle Woods. Here's the scene. Miss Wyndham, what had you done earlier that day? I got up, got a latte, went to the gym, got a perm, and came home. Where you got in the shower? I believe that the witness has made it clear that she was in the shower. Yes, Your Honor. Miss Wyndham, had you ever gotten a perm before? Yes. How many would you say? 2 a year since I was 12. You do the math. You know, a girl from my sorority, Tracy Marcinko, got a perm once. We tried to talk her out of it. Curls weren't a good look for her. She didn't have the bone structure. But thankfully, that same day she entered the Beta Delta Pi Wet t-shirt contest where she was completely hosed down from head to toe. Objection. Why is this relevant? Oh, I have a point, I promise. Then make it. Yes. Chutney, why is it that Tracy Marcinko's curls were ruined when she got hosed down? Because it got wet? Exactly. Because isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thiaclylate? Yes. And wouldn't somebody who's had, say, 30 perms before in their life be well aware of this rule? And if you weren't in fact washing your hair, which I suspect you weren't because your curls are still intact, wouldn't you hear the gunshot? And if in fact you had heard the gunshot, Brooke Wyndham wouldn't have had time to hide the gun before you got downstairs, which would mean that you would have had to found Mrs. Wyndham with a gun in her hand to make your story plausible. Isn't that right?
She's my age. Did she tell you that? How would you feel if your father married someone that was your age?
You, however, had time to hide the gun, didn't you, Chutney? After you shot your father.
I didn't mean to shoot him. I thought it was you walking through the door.
Order, order! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bailiff, take the witness into custody where she will be charged for the murder of Hayworth Wyndham in the matter of the state versus Brooke Wyndham. This case is dismissed. Mrs. Wyndham, you're free to go. And there you go. This was probably the most fun I've had filming a video because it's just right up my alley. I love movies. I love doing anything movie related. And as you guys know, I've dressed up as movie and TV show characters several times now, and it's so much fun to me. I love like playing dress up. So I thought I'd take it a step further this time and actually like become the characters. And it was just a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun. So I hope you guys liked it. I would love to do this again. There's obviously a lot more iconic movies that I would love to recreate scenes from. Twilight. I love you guys. I hope you're all doing well and doing the best you can given the circumstances of the world. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Because isn't it the... Miss Wyndham? Curls were ruined when she got hosed down. Really? Chutney, why is it that crazy pervert goes? Exactly. Exactly. Because isn't it the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you're forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm at the risk of a... Fuck! Oh my god, I'm so ugly. Ew. This is humiliating. I can't. Okay. Fucking done with this stupid fucking scene. Oh. Fuck you.